These are some stretches for my mom and her morning stretching group. Also equally applicable to anyone who wants to stretch, be outside, and not touch the floor or anyone or anything else. So we're going to start in just a little chair pose to get the blood flowing. You're going to sink the hips down and stretch the arms overhead. Reach the tailbone down, pull up through the low belly. For most of us, this is going to be very hard, just taking the arms up. So bend your elbows, go for it. Coming into that cactus pose. Just gently drawing the low belly in and up, reaching the tailbone down. And we're going to build up a little heat. So look straight forward, shift the weight into that right foot, and float the left knee up without moving anything in the hips. Release left foot down, shift the weight, float the right knee up. And we're just going to keep going like this for 10. You can use your breath to help you. 9, 8, don't let anything move. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. From your Utkatasana, and slowly release, forward fold, Uttanasana. And then we can also call this dangling. Yeah? So you're forward folding, and then you'll bend your knees, stick your booty up into the air, hold your forearms, let the crown of the head reach toward the floor, and shake the head out, yes, and no. Keep the weight forward toward the balls of the feet, try not to hang out into the heels, and slow the breath down, really allowing that exhale to be very long. Maybe even sighing it out a couple of times. And then we're going to release the arms, bend your knees. I'm going to roll the spine up one vertebrae at a time. The head is the last thing to come up. And then we're going to clasp the hands behind the back, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest. If it's hard to clasp the hands, you can hold opposite elbows, you can hold a strap, or you can imagine that you're holding a strap. Use that. I'll demo like that. Inhale, stretch up, open the chest, broaden the collarbones. Exhaling, bend your knees, fold forward. Drape yourself over your thighs. Inhale to try to elongate the spine. Exhale to fold in. Stretch the arms overhead. You can, again, if you're using the imaginary strap or the real strap, this is what it will look like. A few more rounds of breath here. Inhale. Exhale, pull on the strap and fold. 2 more rounds. And fold. Weight stays forward toward the balls of the feet. 1 more breath. Or do this for as long as you want to. And again, bending into your knees, releasing your strap, releasing your hands, just rolling the spine all the way back up. All right. And we're going to move into a little upper back stretch and bring the arms back into that cactus. You'll stretch the right arm on top, bring the left arm underneath. Maybe the palms come together, maybe they don't, maybe you're here. Right? But you want to hug the elbows, inner elbow and outer elbow into one another. You're going to inhale, reach the elbows up. Exhale, drive the shoulder blades down the back. Begin to lean forward. Reach the thumbs away from your face. You'll take about 5 rounds of breath here. Your objective is to open the upper back. Each inhale, you can breathe into the back body. Each exhale, curl in a little bit more. A few more rounds of breath here. Couple more rounds. You'll push down through your legs, come on up, undo the arms, and take the opposite cross. Wrap the hands or not. Lift the elbows. And as you exhale, curl. Pull the ribs back. Keep reaching the thumbs away from your face. Try to bring the shoulder blades down the back, which is tricky. Staying broad through the front of the chest, which is also very tricky. allowing the collarbones to broaden. Couple more rounds of breath. Again, doing any of these for as long as you want to, yeah? 2 more. Reaching those elbows away, curl in, stretching the upper trap, stretching those deltoids out. And then release it, shake the hands out. And so a little more kind of getting the blood flow moving. I'm going to do a modified Utthita hand to foot pose. So you're going to brace your hands on your hips. You're going to bend your right knee. And then take a big inhale here. As you exhale, pull the sides of the waist in and stretch that right leg forward. You can even hold on to the back of the thigh if you'd like. We're going to do this a couple more times. Inhale. Exhale. Pull the sides of the waist in, kick that foot forward. Feel that standing leg nice and strong. 2 more rounds. And 1 more. And then if you feel strong, take the arms out and up and take a couple of breaths here. Really working that standing leg, hamstring, glute, outer hip wraps. 1 more breath. And release it back down. Hands to your heart. We'll do the other side. Hands to your hips, take an inhale. Float that left leg up. Draw the sides of the waist in, exhale, extend that left leg. So you're using the abdominals to press that foot forward, yeah, to extend the leg. A couple more rounds like this. Inhale to bend the knee. Standing strong in that right leg. Exhale, press that left foot forward. 2 more. Inhale to bend. Exhale, pull the sides of the waist in, stretch that leg forward. 1 more. Keep that leg extended, reach the arms up, take a couple of breaths here. Inhale, standing strong in that right leg, keep your focus. Pull the sides of the waist in, 1 more breath. And release it all the way down. And then we're gonna take we're gonna turn. We're gonna take a high lunge. Again, hands on the hips. And step your left foot forward. There you go. Step your right foot back. You're gonna stay up on the ball of the right foot. You can heel toe that left foot out slightly so you're more on railroad tracks rather than balance beam. So you want to find some space for the hips to sink, yeah? Hands on your hips. Inhale and exhale. And we're just going to bend that right knee. You don't have to do full out knee taps or anything crazy like that. You're just bending the knee to find the pelvis. Drop that tailbone down. Pull up through the low belly. So you find the stability in the pelvis. Keep that stability and re-extend that right leg. Keep all of that and stretch your arms up overhead. If you like, you can clasp the hands, turn the palms up, take an inhale. And as you exhale, arc yourself over to the left or toward the bent knee. If you want to make it a little more interesting, you can hold that right wrist with your hand, lengthen up through the right side body, exhale, arc. Take a few breaths here. This is great for stabilizing. You're hugging that left shin in, you're reaching through that right inner heel, right inner upper thigh lifts up. Pull the belly in, pull the ribs in. 1 more breath. And then you can either continue playing with this, inhale back through center, and exhale, just find a little twist. If you want to make this harder, look over your left thumb. Easier is going to be look straight forward. Couple more rounds of breath here, maybe. Stay lifted through right inner upper thigh. Inhale, arms back through center, hands to your heart. Step forward. Exhale, fold it forward. Find that Uttanasana again, let it go. And then find dangling, hold the forearms. Let the head go, shake it out, yes, no. Couple more rounds of breath here. Again, keeping the weight shifted toward the balls of the feet so you feel the whole back of the legs all the way up to the backs of the hips, elongating. And we're going to roll the spine up. Bend your knees. Tailbone down, pull the low belly up, pull the low ribs in and up. Head is the last thing to come up. And then bring your hands to your hips. And you're going to step your left foot back. Heel toe that right foot out, bend. And then to start, we're going to bend that left knee. You want to feel the torso come to upright, right? That tailbone drops down. The low belly draws in and up, right? The pubic bone draws up toward the navel. You feel the fronts of the hips open here. It's a nice deep opening for the front of that left hip especially. And then re-extend that right leg. Reach through the inner heel of your left foot. And tack that right hip back. So you feel the strength and the stability in this pose. Stretch your arms up. Push it down into the legs. Stretch the arms. Big inhale, exhale, arc to the right. Now, tendency is for the ribs to do this. Pull the ribs in, yes? Bend that left knee a little. Stabilize your pelvis, yeah? And then maybe re-extend that leg. Remember, you can take that interesting variation of pulling up through that wrist. You'll get more length through the left side. One more breath here. Again, these are just ideas for you to work with, yeah? Keep reaching left inner heel back. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist, right? Remember, easier is going to be to look straight forward. Harder is going to be to look back at that right hand. Keep hugging in toward the midline. Right shin hugs in. Left inner upper thigh hugs in and presses up. Inhaling back through center. Hands to your heart. Look forward. Step the left foot to join the right foot. And then fold it forward. Uttanasana. And then into dangling. Hold your forearms. Shake the head out, yes and no. Keep the weight shifted toward the balls of the feet so you feel that extension all the way up through the legs, into the glutes. And maybe rocking over to the right. Bend that left knee, straighten the right leg, feel that. Slowly begin to straighten that left leg, feel that. Come back through to center. Bend that right knee. Go on over to the left. Torso moves toward the left. Feel that. And slowly begin to straighten the right leg. Keep the body oriented toward the left foot. The left side of the leg. And come on back through to center. And roll the spine up one more time. Inhale. Tailbone down. Low belly, low ribs. Head is the last thing to come up. And now for a little more traditional yoga postures, standing postures. Come into Virabhadrasana 2. I'm going to take a wide stance. We'll start with Prasarita, a wide-legged forward fold. We don't need to touch the floor or do anything like that. Hands on the hips. I'm going to angle the toes slightly in. Reach down through the pinky sides of your feet. Feel the arches lifting. Take a little back bend here. And as you exhale, press the hips down, hinge forward from the hips, elongate through your spine. Enjoy that feeling. Crown of the head reaches toward the mat. And just be here for a couple of breaths. Be curious about the experience. You can even place the hands on the shins or the ankles. You can even bend into that right knee just a little bit. You'll feel the stretch through that left adductor. You can come back through center, bend the left, feel the stretch in that right adductor. Come back through center as you're ready. Roll back up. We're going to turn the left toes out. We're going to keep the right toes angled in slightly. Yeah? So you want either heel to heel or heel to arch. Take the arms out to the sides and just bend into that left knee. Make sure that that left shin is going to the left. Yes, you're pressing that shin left. Hips point toward the right corner of your mat. Shoulders point toward the front. Equal amounts of weight in the front and the back leg. Looking over the middle finger of your left hand. One more breath here. Again, being here for as long as you like, right? Bend that knee as much as you'd like, yeah? And then we're going to play with it. Reverse it, stretch it back. Oh, so nice. Exhale, you can bring the forearm on the thigh. Stretch that right arm up. Roll the ribs open, roll the chest open. You wrap that outer left hip. And then we'll do this a couple of times. Inhale, back into Virabhadrasana 2. Reverse it, stretch back. Forearm on the thigh. Roll that outer left hip. Stretch the right arm up, roll the ribs open, roll the chest open. Pull the sides of the waist in. Good, and then coming back up, Virabhadrasana 2. Straighten that left leg. Turn the toes in, turn the right toes out. Same thing on this side, yeah? Bend into that right knee. You decide. You can be here, you can be here, right? But wherever you are, make sure that that knee does not cave in. So what that looks like from the front, the knee is caving in. It looks like this, right? We don't want this. Keep pressing that shin out. Another way you can test it is by looking at your foot. If you can see your pinky toes, your knee is probably caved in, yeah? So, taking care that you keep the knees safe. Oh, whoops. What was that? Bend. Hips move toward the left corner of your mat now. Shoulders move toward the center. Look over the middle finger of your right hand. Deep breaths in. Exhale, sink the hips. One more. Use your inhale to reverse, stretch back. Find that little side bend. Exhale. Move into a little side angle. Forearm on the thigh. Reach left arm up. Wrap that outer right hip now and roll the ribs open. Roll the chest open. Keep the chest nice and open. Try not to let that right shoulder cave in. Keep rolling it back. One more like that. Inhale, reverse it, stretch back. Exhaling, side angle modified. Wrap the outer right hip, extend up through that left finger. Push down, rise up. Virabhadrasana 2. Straighten that right leg in, turn your toes in. Let's do a little Trikonasana. So same thing, this time we're going to keep the front leg straight and we're going to hinge from the hips. We're going to elongate, stretch, 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 stretch as far as possible. You're going to feel the abdominals engaging here, yes? Big time. Then release the hand to the shin, inseam of the shin. Wrap that outer left hip just as you did in that Vira 2 and that side angle. And then roll the ribs open, roll the chest open. With each exhale, pull the sides of the waist in and elongate through the crown of the head. Draw the shoulders back. 2 more breaths, or as long as you want to stay here. 1 more. Come on back through to center. You could even move through Vira 2 if you'd like. Straighten that left leg, turn the toes in, turn the right toes out. Inhale, reach. Exhale. And hand is going to find the shin. Wrap the outer right hip, roll the chest open, roll the ribs open. Feel the abdominals kicking on, yes? Feel the sides of the waist engaging. Use your transverse. Maybe look up, maybe not, up to you. Couple more rounds of breath here. And 1 more. Good to rise, push down. Use your core and the strength of that back leg. Move through Vira 2 since we did it on the other side. Straighten the leg. Turn the toes back in. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. And clasp the hands behind your back. Roll your shoulders back, or remember you can do elbows. You can hold that imaginary strap. Exhale, fold it in. Take a few rounds of breath here. Maybe even bending the knees if you'd like. We're going to come into a little twist. You can take your left hand to your sacrum, reach the right arm around, hold your left shin, and gently pull that left shin in. As you rotate, to face the left side. So I'm going to change the angle here. So you can see all sides of this because it gets a little confusing when we twist. My hand is on my sacrum, right hand is on that left shin. I'm pulling the shin in, my sacrum stays stable, and then I twist. I can even take that left hand, I can reach it around, I can hold the top of my right hip maybe to get that left shoulder back and find the twist. If it hurts the neck, look down toward the floor, pull the belly in, pull the ribs in. So this is ab work as well, yeah? Good, and then release it. And bend your knees, lengthen your spine, inhale. Exhale, fold it in. Right hand on your sacrum, left arm reaches around, holds the right shin. Pull the right shin in. Sacrum stays stable. Back of the pelvis stays stable. Gently pull that shin in and twist. If you can keep the pelvis nice and stable, and stretch that right arm up, maybe reach back around, hold on to the top of that left hip or left thigh, maybe. And then twist. Reach the crown of the head forward, roll the shoulders back, lean back. If it hurts the neck to look up, look down. Couple more rounds of breath. Last one. Slowly unwind, hands on the hips, exhale. Little micro bend in the knees. Inhale, push down on your hips, rise back up. And then we'll step, come back to your standing. Oh yeah, so we've got a couple more little things to do here. I'm going to move into tree pose, just because it's good for standing and balancing, and we'll do a couple of modifications for it. So standing strong in that left hand, or left leg, root down through the big toe mound of your left foot. That'll help. Hug the shin and wrap that outer left hip. Feel that glute engaging. Draw the right knee in. First, just feel this. Yeah, you've been here before. Allow that right hip to drop. Don't let it hike up like this. Tendency is for that to happen. If that happens, you'll lose balance. Yeah. So allow that right hip to be heavy. Pelvis is nice and stable. Then you can hold on to the ankle, or if that's not happening, and drawing the sole of the foot to the thigh. If that's not happening, you can place the foot on the shin or the inner ankle. You can also just bring the ball of the foot on the floor and rest the heel on the ankle, yeah? So that's great modification. Hands to your heart, inhale, expand the hands, breathe into the back body. Exhale, hug the palms in, pull the sides of the waist in, lengthen through the crown of your head. Couple more rounds of breath here, or as long as you want to stay here, yeah? Inhale to dome the hands, use that to breathe into the back body. Exhale, press the fingertips in, draw the sides of the waist in, press the air out. One more breath like that. Inhale, doming. Exhaling, pressing in. And then we'll slowly release it, right? We'll do the other side. So I'll turn so you can see a slightly different view. Actually, this might help if I do it in the mirror here. All right, so we're going to shift the weight into that right foot now. Yes, I'm going to bend that left knee and bring the hands to your heart, or even hands to your hips. Good. And then externally rotate that leg in the hip socket. You can hold the ankle in your hand, place the sole of the foot on the thigh, press the thigh into the foot. Remember, this is one variation. Another one is foot on the shin, but never on the knee, yeah, on the shin. Or ball of the foot on the floor, heel presses into right ankle, yeah? So whatever variation you choose to do right now, pressing foot into thigh or ankle, bring the palms together. Let's, excuse me. Let's try that again. Bend the knee, externally rotate. Foot on the thigh, palms together, inhaling. Expand the hands.